Okay, guys, we are going to get started. Again, my name is Henry Ski. Thank you all very much for joining us on today, Wednesday, December 16th. Hard to believe that we're only 9 days out of Christmas. 3 months ago, I told myself, Henry, when it's 9 days before Christmas, you're going to have all your Christmas shopping done because you're going to get started now. Well, that didn't go so well. I'm still not done all my shopping. I'm still waiting for some of my Amazon packages to arrive. A little stressed out, but hey, could be way worse. We could potentially not have a brand new dashboard to talk about, and that would lead to a much more chaotic impromptu webinar. Well, the good news is that we do. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us today. Again, I won't introduce myself for a third time. You know who I am. I know many of you by now have listened to some of our webinars and tutorial videos. We're receiving some really great feedback. So thank you all very much for doing that. Continue to let me know. And hey, if you have any topics or discussions you'd like to see on RingPartner University or maybe a special guest star, let me know and we'll be happy to set it up. We're going to be running at least a couple more in the month of December, and we're absolutely going to be continuing strong in 2016. So once again, thanks everybody for the feedback. And I know a lot of you are very surprised to see that we have a new RingPartner distribution dashboard. So the purpose of this webinar is I'm just going to go over some of the features, some of the handy new tricks that we've got up our sleeve. And yeah, it's not going to be a very long one. Many of you have already probably logged on and checked out some of the differences and things like that. But really, we just feel it's faster, cleaner, a lot easier access in terms of going to Invoca, finding campaigns, things like that. So we're really, really thrilled at what the our developers have done and what the owners have done in terms of their vision and putting it on the screen. So we can help you guys again make more money. That's the whole point. We want to make sure that we provide you guys with the right tools so that you can succeed with online marketing with pay-per-call. All right, guys, well, let's look at it really quick at a glance. It's a lot cleaner. There's a lot less clutter on the screen. I really like that. Here we'll be able to see sort of a step-by-step as to how to basically choose campaigns and which ones to run and how to do them and things like that. So we won't go into that too much, but I did want to let you know that you can rewatch the intro video if you want. Of course, well, we won't watch the whole thing there, but of course, myself, Henry Ski, introduce you to the new dashboard. Now, thankfully, autoplay was only selected once. I didn't want to make sure, I wanted to make sure you guys didn't have to watch me every single time you logged in. And there's nothing worse than a website that auto plays and you can't find the dang video and it's just some ad. But no, this is much better. This is me welcoming you to the brand new RingPartner dashboard that, of course, you only have to watch once. So there's a couple of new additions that I definitely wanted to mention to you guys real quick. Basically, we have some quick stats here, and these are the stats that are really important to you. So before we would have like a graph or something like that, but it was a little vague as to what it actually meant. Here we have some very basic info at a glance. So if you only have time to check your dashboard maybe for a couple seconds while you're in line at the bank or something like that, you can do that. So here we have number of calls. And again, that's raw calls. And of course, everybody knows from watching my getting started video, by the way, we'll be doing an updated one of those next week, that a raw call means any call that comes in at your number. So you get a unique promo number for a campaign. You've placed it on your Facebook page, your email list, what have you. Any call that comes in, doesn't matter if they're a repeat, doesn't matter if it lasts 1 second, that is going to be a raw call, and that's going to show up here. Your paid calls are probably the ones that you're more interested in. Those are the ones that go over the connect duration threshold. Those are the ones that you're going to be paid out on. And a reminder, in order for it to be a paid call, I have to make sure that it's coming in from the right regions. Is it nationwide? Is it, specific to certain states? Or does it only account it only counts if it comes from a specific zip code. So definitely something to keep in mind are the regions, the hours as well. We try and get as many 24/7 campaigns as possible, but that's just not a reality with some of our buyers and some of our campaigns. So it needs to be in the right hours. And of course, it needs to not be a repeat caller. And again, a repeat caller is defined by somebody that is calling from the same caller ID within 30 days. So you guys all know what a paid call and a raw call is now. These are the ones that are probably going to be most interesting to you. And of course, we have the revenue. We can also search by days, weeks, or months. So if I click on weeks here, it'll yeah, basically it will, oh, you know what? Since guys, sorry about that. Since I don't have any stats on my on my account, that might not actually show anything different. So ignore that for now. But basically, when you log in and you have certain stats, it'll basically show you like what, if you select months, you can select the range of months, and it'll show you the number of paid calls and things like that. So keep that in mind. And then here we have some featured campaigns, which we've added, payout and the duration. I know that's probably the question that we get asked the most, right up front about a campaign. It's not necessarily, is it nationwide? It's not necessarily, Henry, do you think this campaign will do well at a seasonal level? It's payout and duration. So the S stands for seconds. So we've got general health insurance with a fixed rate. We got the category. The payout to you is $14 and the duration is 120 seconds or 2 minutes. A lot of you ask me about, rate increases and things like that. And I did want to remind you guys that just because we have a payout here of $14 doesn't mean that's as high as we can go. It's always dependent on quality and volume. If you can deliver high quality leads, high volume leads, or some combination of both, we can likely get you a higher rate. It's all about volume. If we increase your rate and you don't increase volume, we may have to knock you back, in a couple days. But we're always open to tests, just as usual. Please contact us. Let's talk about it. Let's rap about it. Let's find some solution here. But anyway, those are the street rates you're going to see, categories and specific campaigns. One of the themes of our update to our dashboard is that it's just a lot easier to access Invoca. So if I happen to click on general health insurance fixed rate, oh, is it going to open up a new tab for me? It is. Excellent. It's going to take me to general health insurance fixed rate in Invoca. Super handy. Won't go into too much detail about, the overview and what is allowed and what isn't allowed. We'll get to that more in the getting started webinar, but that's really cool. I don't have to go into Invoca, a different way. There's a number of different ways I can do it now that are all really, really quick. So all you do is click the links and they will go to the campaigns in Invoca. Really, really cool. We're just going to keep sliding down the page here, like perhaps one would read a newspaper. Do people read newspapers anymore? I got to say, every time I go into the grocery store, I see the stand of newspapers. And here in Victoria, there's a couple, but I guess the main one is the Times Colonist. Every time I go, there's very few copies left. So I guess, people still are reading a newspaper. And I guess, websites, at least ours, is still set up kind of like like a newspaper. You got your headline, you got segments of stories and things like that. Went off on a bit of a tangent there, guys, but that's a risk when you're watching a webinar with HSki. So the RingPartner blog is now way easier to access. We've got our most recent, maybe not our most recent articles, but some of them, I think actually this one is probably supposed to be 2016, but we'll fix that up, guys. Don't worry about that. But anyway, all you have to do is check out our blog here, and it's going to bring you right to our blog. And we'll have here a combination of articles, from around the world, guest posts, of course, RingPartner University, basically different learning materials so you can keep up with the game. And guys, I know it's hard. I know we read every single day. We're reading website after website after website, and we're just sort of bombarded with information. But in this industry, it's really, really important that we stay abreast. I hope that's the right terminology, that we stay on top of issues in our industry. I mean, anytime, new laws are enacted or trends are happening, or maybe a new mobile device enters the market, it's really important to stay on top of things. And you can count on the fact that RingPartner is going to have articles featuring those kinds of changes. So if you're not sure where to go, don't worry, come to your dashboard and we'll make sure that we can get you in here. All right, let's keep it rolling, guys. Your account manager, obviously this is not your account manager, this is just for me, but your account manager will either be Taylor, Amber, or myself, or distribution partner support. You're gonna have the email and the phone number right there. What's really cool is we're going to have a list of upcoming webinars. Again, guys, I apologize. This is just a little out of date, but we will, have a list of, the upcoming weeks of webinars, so you never have to ask me. I know some of you are begging me, Henry, when's the next webinar? I can't wait to learn more about, affiliate marketing and pay-per-call and online leads. When? Well, don't worry. We're going to get that up very, very soon. Upcoming trade shows. This is actually one of my favorite little new features, even though it's not sort of, out of this world amazing. But this is going to tell you guys where we are going to go and when. And actually, this is probably the most underrated part, underrated edition of our new dashboard. Guys, it is so important that you meet us face to face, that we meet you face to face. I mean, we've all worked with hundreds or thousands or even tens of thousands of people at this point, and I bet most of us have never met the other person. I mean, probably less than 5% of the people we talk to face to face. It's just a reality of our business. We do a majority of our work online, but I got to say, these trade shows is really where you can nail down relationships and establish trust. There's something about meeting for dinner, meeting for drinks, going to a talk together, sharing in an experience, and that really does build a relationship. And so we always encourage our buyers and our distribution partners to meet us at these shows. We're going to have booths at Affiliate Summit West in Vegas, Contact IO in San Francisco. Those are both in January. It's going to be a busy new year. And then I myself actually am going to be at LeadsCon in Vegas, March 15th to March 17th. Quick note, March 17th is my birthday. So hopefully I see you guys on that day, because I imagine we'll be enjoying maybe a coffee or a beverage together as I turn the ripe old age of, oh man, I'm 32, guys, 32, or I will be 32. That's in a couple of months. I don't feel 32, but I am 32. I hope I sound 32. Sometimes people say I act like I'm 12. Yeah, that's the truth. It's 32. It's still young enough, right? So yeah, the links take you to the show's pages, which again is really handy. The idea is that we want to make things as easy as possible for you guys. So, oh, you guys are going to LeadsCon. Great. I'm just going to click on this link, and I want to sign up right now, or sign up for the newsletter, things like that. All the website information is here. We want to get you coming to these shows. So if you can pick any one of these shows to go to, I will be very biased and say you should come to LeadsCon because I will be there. But we've got a great team going to Affiliate Summit West and Contact IO. So please let me know if you're going to any of those shows. As the year progresses, we basically go to at least three or four shows a year. Our owners and our business development team are, making trips throughout the year. So there's a number of different ways to meet us face to face. We just have to make sure that that you're aware that we really want to meet you. So, give us the info. Where are you going to be? When are you going to be? This is really where business gets done, guys. This is where relationships really thrive. So I hope you can join us. Awesome landing pages. We have a promo code for Unbounce. It says here, get 80% off Unbounce's landing page platform membership for 1 month using our promo code. Very cool. So Unbounce, I won't go into too much detail here. Unbounce is a really great resource for building landing pages using creatives. And I know, creatives, landing pages can be expensive and time consuming. I would check out Unbounce, guys. I haven't had a bad review on it yet. Again, I can't go into too much detail just because there's so much information here, but I will tell you that, a quick reminder that every campaign does require creative approval. So even if you're doing a call only, campaign, which, the user isn't going to end up on a landing page, we still need you to make one because Google requires one. Therefore, we need to see it. Things like that. So don't think about it too much. Don't exert a lot of mental energy on this. Just go to Unbounce and they'll take care of you for your landing page needs. All right, guys, let's check out a couple of the tabs up here. This one is great. This is the amount you have earned since your last payment. And I know a lot of you guys are always, and girls, of course, asking me, Henry, I don't know what my threshold is. I don't know how much I've earned. I don't even know if I'm going to receive a payment this month. Totally understand, guys. This is why we've added this in. So this is going to be the amount you've earned since your last payment. So you're going to be able to easily tell if you're going to get paid or not. Or really, maybe you're just curious, just because we didn't have that, statistic available before. I can tell you that, your starting threshold by default might be $500, but I want to lower that for you. So if you're watching this webinar, please contact me. I want to lower your threshold to $100. I want to make sure that we motivate you guys, and we want to make sure you guys have a good first impression, and that if you drive $100 worth of traffic in the first, week, couple weeks, month, you're going to get paid on time. So reach out to me. I'll make it happen. I have the magic touch in that regard. Couple of tabs up here. This one I'm going to be, obviously heavily biased, but this is obviously the best tab here. We now have a section that's going to contain all the RingPartner University videos, including, of course, the intro video hosted by guess who? Henry Ski. Again, we are so dedicated to making sure that you guys have a lot of resources available for, new publishers, medium experienced publishers, very experienced publishers, doesn't matter. Everybody always has something to learn. We're here to teach it to you guys. I want to make sure you guys know what's hot with campaigns coming, promotion types. Hey, how about a new dashboard update, right? Things like that. So that's where you're going to find it under the RingPartner University portal right up here. It's got a cool little hat icon. Somebody tell me what the name of that hat is. I just call it a hat. I know it's a graduate hat. I did graduate from university, so you think I would know this. Slipped my mind. Let's move on. Account settings is going to be where you change all your address, change your payment information, things like that. Make sure, guys, make sure this is 100% accurate. We just sent out a bunch of payments today on the 15th. For the most part, it went really, really smoothly, and that's largely because you guys have provided us with accurate information. So we need your billing and home address. We need to make sure that that's accurate. If you're getting a wire or an ACH payment, ACH payments are new to us, and we're basically moving everybody over to that. It's super quick. You'll get payment almost within a day or two. For the most part, we just need your bank's address and your wire details, just like we would ask for a wire payment. The difference is no fee. So I know 25 bucks doesn't seem like a lot, but hey, if you're on weekly payments, all of a sudden you're paying 100 bucks just to get money a month. Anyway, that's all gone. ACH going forward, guys. Really, really thrilled. Make sure you fill in all your information with 100% accuracy. Guys, we'll go over the last 4 tabs here, and then I'm going to bid you adieu. We have a way better system now for creative approval and finding campaigns in Invoca. Dead easy. So for creative approval, just click it, and it's going to load. It does take a second to load. The developers have told me that's going to go a little faster in the future. So in the meantime, I will just let you guys know that we just did a really cool group session at the gym, and it was yoga. And I am really, really bad at yoga. Yoga basically is the antithesis of me doing webinars. I am good at doing webinars, being energetic, excited about teaching you guys stuff. Yoga, I can barely stretch without breaking something. So I'm feeling nice and loose and limber. Hey, you probably didn't need to know that, but you never know what you're going to learn in these webinars with HSki, as you guys know. So the page has loaded, and here is going to be where you see the campaigns you've applied to. So of course, you remember the steps to get approved on a campaign. 1, you're going to find the campaign in Invoca. 2, you're going to apply to it in Invoca. And then number 3, you're going to submit creative. So I've applied previously for Empire Today, Carpets and Flooring. And it's going to ask you the same questions, same stuff, guys. It just looks a lot cleaner. I'm going to run it on SEO. I'm going to say something like, I am going to run Empire on henryisreallyawesome.com. And that's about it, guys. That's about it. I'm going to hit submit creatives. Boom, done. That's all you need to do, guys. I'll remind you again, don't apply to a campaign unless you have your creatives ready. We did get a couple people this week. Obviously they didn't watch the Getting Started webinar. Hey, I take no offense to that. I understand we're all very busy. But if you had watched the Getting Started webinar, you would know that the proper order goes: number 1, find the campaign in Invoca. Number 2, apply to the campaign in Invoca with a quick blurb as to how you're going to run the campaign. And then number 3, submit creatives, which is very easy on the new RingPartner dashboard, as I just showed you. If you have any questions about that further, don't be embarrassed. I'm here to help. Guys, we have 3 more tabs to go. You getting pumped? Because I know as soon as we're done this webinar, you're going to race off to the dashboard and check out all the new features, apply to some campaigns, and run maybe a really cool, great home services offer or student loan or medical alert. There's so many good ones to go around on the holidays right now. Sorry, guys. I got hyped. I got too hyped up. I hyped up myself. Let's continue and stay focused. On this tab, you're going to find the My Campaigns, and it's just basically going to go load up all the campaigns in Invoca that I have either applied to, been approved on, or declined on. That's it. It's just a list. If you're not sure if you have been approved on a campaign, you can't remember if you've applied for a campaign, or maybe you shut away that memory of being denied and you can't remember, no problem. Just click this list. You can always reapply to a campaign here if you've been declined. And then, guys, that happens a lot. If you get declined, it might be because you didn't submit a creative. Maybe it was pausing at the time or didn't have enough budget or something like that. But maybe it's back. Not a problem. You can always reapply. Just submit creatives the same way. We'll get you on soon. Find campaigns. I'm going to click this, and again, it's going to bring me to a list of all the campaigns we have available for you that I haven't already been approved on, applied for, or declined. I should be able to say that faster. I feel like it's a bit of a tongue twister. We are rocking it lately, guys. Thanks to, to be honest, in large part, thanks to you. We've just got so many, partners kicking ass these days. We have 78 plus about 5 or 6 extra campaigns. So we're getting close to 100 pay-per-call campaigns, which is pretty awesome, guys. I mean, the growth really is just staggering compared to, where we were really when I started. I guess the common variable is that basically since I started, the company just took off. But must be a coincidence. Anyway, you know the drill. Click on a campaign here, walk in bathtubs. You get all the information, creatives, promo numbers when you get approved. I want to apply to the campaign. You're going to click here. I would like to run Empire on paid search, blah, blah, blah. I'm not actually going to submit that because that's a little rude, but same deal. You just are able now to find the campaigns in Invoker really easily. Just click the Find Campaigns tab. Awesome. And then one last tab to go over. We're going to hit reporting, and it's just going to bring you, the Invoker reports for calls, the transactions, overview, where you can get a more detailed analysis. What are your top campaigns? What are your top promo numbers? Things like that. So, guys, that's basically it. I'm so thrilled that we've received some really good feedback about our new dashboard. If you have any questions, it looks like I've answered most of the questions along the way. But if you have any questions, make sure to reach out to us. You can follow us on Twitter at RingPartner. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on our Slack channel. Make sure to message us so we can invite you to that. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the new dashboard. I hope you aren't too offended by the intro video, but when they said, hey guys, we need somebody on the intro video, who else is going to step up? You know I wanted that gig, and you know I want this gig. I'm thrilled to come to you guys once or twice a week and be able to, help you guys make money online. Just really, really gets me excited. So thank you all for your energy and your enthusiasm. Of course, you can find this webinar when it's recorded under the Ring Partner University portal and our YouTube channel, of course. And guys, that's about it. We're going to be doing another webinar in a couple days on Friday. It's going to be a marketing plan about Book My Flight, one of the hottest campaigns of the month. So definitely check that out if you need some ideas on how to promote that campaign. And we're going to be doing another Getting Started webinar in the following week. So thank you all for attending. If I don't talk to you before then, have a great holiday break and new year, and we'll talk to you in 2016. All right, guys, take care.